let me suck my gut in here where I look skinny up here with Roy and Seth and everything. Seth, what are you going to draw something for us today? Mm-hmm. What?
Heart, arteries, veins, liver.
All right, well, go ahead and let's get you started, and we'll talk about this obesity epidemic that we referred to earlier.
This won't
take, but so what are we talking about, Roy?
Well, we're going to be talking about, of course, obesity and how it affects the heart disease, and how, heart disease is the #1 killer in America. Everybody knows that, and what we're going to be able to do to help people avoid heart disease, because we believe the human body knows how to heal, and Seth's going to show you exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, basically what we've got here is, let's say this is your heart. Throughout the entire vascular system, what you have is you have veins and you have arteries. Now, a guy named Dr. Matthias Rath actually did some studies on this, and he found out that you only get blockages in arterial walls. Now, these being your arteries, he found out the reason behind this is you have small muscles that run around the arterial wall that help the heart to pump. So every time the heart pumps, the artery collapses, so it's under more stress than the vein. Well, he found out that what happens here is whenever you get a cracked and bleeding arterial wall, you get this internal bleeding right here, then this thing called your liver starts to produce this bad stuff called LDL cholesterol. Well, this terribly bad cholesterol goes in here and it stops you from internally bleeding to death. I bet your doctor never told you that your bad cholesterol saved your life. Well, as this cracked and bleeding arterial wall starts to crack more, then you get more of this LDL building up here. Before long, your body's caught in this catch-22. You see, veins bring blood to the heart, and arteries take blood away. Well, if the blood can't get through here because you've had a cracked and bleeding arterial wall, then this thing stops beating. Then we have a problem called a heart attack. So what Dr.
That would be a problem. Yeah.
What Dr. Matthias Rath actually found out is if you'll provide your body with the right nutrients, your body will rebuild this arterial wall. It takes about 2 years, but in 2 years, if you no longer have any need for this, it goes away and you can get blood flow. Now notice I said your body rebuilds this. If you don't have the raw material to do it, the body can't rebuild this arterial wall. But if you provide it with the nutrients necessary, then it rebuilds, you get blood flow, this goes down, and you have a healthy vascular system. Now, that makes perfect sense. It's not the LDL that's causing it, it's the lack of the integrity of your arterial wall. So if you've got any questions about that, go to Facebook, find me on Facebook, and I can send you this video or another video that I've made on that.
Would that be under Dr. Seth Williams?
Not exactly, but...
You know, you don't have to be an attorney to run for probate. You don't have to be a doctor to understand the human body.
Good line, Roy. Good line.
It's just that simple.
So they can get all those nutrients at Herbs and More.
Everything Dr. Rath told about's in those products right there, and we can show them to you in his book. He don't pull any punches, but he lines it all out exactly which nutrients stop you from having cracked bleeding arteries. If you stop the cracked bleeding arteries, you don't get blockages. If you've got blockages and you stop the cracked bleeding arteries, guess what? The body removes the blockages. It's that simple.
Now, another thing, if you want to take stress off of those arterial walls and you're overweight, you need some of this stuff to lose the weight to take the stress off of it. I have more people come off of high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication and things like that from losing weight than about anything else in the world. So that would be a great idea.
Well, we're going to talk about obesity in just a second, but nobody's going to go to the gym as much as you do, so they got to take something that's going to help them along the way. Now, you also told me, Roy, Valentine's Day is coming up.
It is.
You got something special for that.
We've got a his and her product, and I'm not kidding. It's a his and her, and it's real simple. You just take 2 capsules a day. Each person does. In 3 days, everybody's saying, holy smoke.
You're not going to be like a bunch of rabbits, are we?
Back in your life. It's libido. That's what it's all about.
Okay, how many days you got to take it?
And within 2 to 3 days, they're noticing a huge difference in...
Did you bring some of it with you?
I did. I got it with me.
No.
Well, I need to experiment.
We need some test subjects.
We brought y'all, Bob.
Okay, good. So is it? You got it year round. It ain't just a Valentine's Day.
Oh no, it's a year-round product. And listen, I'm not kidding. They're saying that it's more effective on women than it is men, and that's the the first time since I've been in nutrition that we've got a product that literally helps the libido for women to the degree that they're talking about this one does.
Is it pills or is it?
It's capsules.
Capsules.
Just swallow 2 a day.
Oh.
Almost.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. They've had the men product out for a while.
I needed something to get me up my mind off the campaign.
What kind of pain?
Campaign. All right, let's talk about this article in the paper this morning. Is the obesity epidemic. You know, it's taken over here. It says percentage of obese men increased 35.5%. Obesity rate was stable in the USA, Roy, from 1960 to 1980. 15% of people fell into this category. It increased dramatically over the last 20 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's gone up from 15% to almost 36%. And then the Huntsville Times has got an editorial today, says we're killing ourselves, not intentionally though, but through poor health choices. Unhealthy eating habits and a lifestyle is pushing increasing number of people who don't want to get away from the TV, they don't get away from the computer. Said obesity levels here, thank goodness, for Mississippi. Leading studies rank Alabama as the second fattest state in America, trailing only Mississippi. In Madison County, 1/3 of adults are obese. Somehow, in Limestone County, everybody, according to Jamie Cooper, is fit and trim. I made that part up.
That's awesome.
Says the Healthy Huntsville Initiative kicks off this weekend. They're telling you, the city has 2,200 employees. Last year, they spent $17 million on health care.
I don't doubt that a bit. And I'm going to tell you there's 2 reasons why America's obese, and it's not computers and it's not the TV. Quit blaming it where it don't belong. There's 2 simple things.
I'm just reading it out of the paper, Roy.
I understand, but they always misdirect you. You got to understand the way they can keep us obese and sick so we end up in the doctor's office with heart disease and diabetes is to lie to us. You notice they said to 1980 there wasn't a problem with obesity. You know why? Because before 1980 we understood the truth. It's not the fat that makes you fat, it's the stinking sugar. They took all the products off the market that had fat in it, they put a bunch of sugar in it and says fat free, so we all think we can run out and eat all of it, we won't gain a bit of weight. Listen, fat cells don't store fat cells store sugar. When you put sugar in this end, it don't go out the other end. You know what it does? When you put more sugar in your body than your body burns, because all it is fuel, the body don't release it. It gets stored in fat cells. So them little fat cells, like balloons that ain't blown up, when you eat too much sugar and don't burn it, here's what happens. The body goes store it, and it goes... Next day, you eat more sugar. But I ain't eating fat. So what happens? You end up pudgy, you walk, you shake all over. You don't feel right. Sorry about that.
So basically, the way I understand this, sugar ain't a good thing.
Sugar's horrible. And you know, breads, potatoes, pasta, rice. 1 slice of bread, 3 teaspoons of sugar in your body. If you eat a hamburger with 2 slices of bread, you might as well take 6 teaspoons of sugar, pour it on your tongue, drink water.
I cook a potato on the grill every day.
One average baked potato serving of French fries is 10 teaspoons of sugar in your body. The worst of all is macaroni and cheese or pasta.
So can I keep eating my potato?
14 teaspoons of sugar in the human body. Sweet potatoes are much better for you.
I don't like sweet potatoes. I like potatoes. I like taters, man. I like taters.
Here's the deal, too, is people make this way too complicated. Okay, if you're overweight, it's very simple. You eat too much. Stop. Okay? Now, if you want to help with your appetite, we can do that. But the simple fact of the matter is if you put more food in your mouth than you burn, you gain weight. It's not, it doesn't take a scientist. This is simple. So,
now, you know I'm going to get some phone calls about there are some health issues that people have.
Well, tell them to call me. I would love to. I've seen, go ask any man that has been in the military. He'll tell you very quickly there's no one that goes through boot camp that does not lose weight. It does not matter if they don't have a thyroid. You don't have to. If you burn more calories than you take in, you lose weight. It's simple. It never fails. It won't ever fail.
And that's why Dieter's Delight works. It forces the body to burn more body fat. It cuts the appetite so you're eating less.
Where can they come by and see y'all?
And,
we're sending them your way.
Right beside Champion Chevrolet, Herbs and More. Give us a call at 256-233-0073.
You can get all these products at Herbs and More, at Gloria's Good Health, at the Vitamin Shop and Ardmore, of course, at NHC Herb Shop and Killing. And at,
can they order online your products?
And you can order online, DietersDelight.com. Check it out.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Seth. Go get me a spoonful of sugar. I got to calm down. We'll take a break. Johnny Lee D's coming up next. Cross Point. Y'all hang on.